Well, are you nervous? You scared? We're live. It's time. We're live. You want an introduction?
When we
Welcome to the stage. My dad. He's our special guest.
Okay,
Well,
before I go live on TikTok, I'm gonna post that we're live on Instagram. Let me get that.
so what?
I'm gonna go get that link real quick from YouTube. Can I get the iPad or no?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. How do I share? Copy link. You know how I usually post it with live on?
Yeah.
That's all I'm doing.
You want your first question?
No.
Would you like your first question?
The chat. Before you guys came over, y'all were home or?
Yeah, we just got, we've been out probably 3 or 4 hours earlier, so.
Oh, okay, cool.
Doing what?
Rode a bike to the cafe, had some breakfast, and then rode about 20 miles.
20?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello.
We're shy.
Trying to pick a picture. I don't know which one I want.
Oh, hold on. Try again.
You know, it's different when you get to see things up
Hey,
under the
chat.
hood.
How you guys doing? It's fine, folks. How do you love people? Okay. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, we try not to put your face because Ayana doesn't. She hasn't revealed her. Well, even though she posted everybody's face.
I did. On Instagram,
Where
on
did
my
it say
post.
leave? Over here.
You did what?
Post
Face reveal.
a face reveal. Apparently, that's like a big deal. Like most of my videos, you don't see my face or whatever, and so on Instagram, I posted.
1 picture and 3.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I did this one. You giving kimono vibes?
Something's not gonna take.
Keeps me on track. All right. Do you need guidance? Or are you gonna go for it?
I'm just flowing.
Oh, okay. I
Okay.
kinda wanna
Oh, the
recreate
chat
this.
is real. They showing up today. They must know.
Hello.
Show the chat. Maybe he can show. Let him show the chat what he's coloring.
Okay. This is
Show
your
him.
camera right here.
You can just show them like you. Do you want to show them? Do you want to show them?
You good?
Am I good? Yeah.
Alright, let's party.
Let's go. You're gonna show the camera what you're recording, what you're gonna color.
Who am I?
You're my dad.
Well, okay.
Welcome.
Alright.
Welcome everybody. We have a special guest.
Oh yeah, we told y'all last time we were gonna bring somebody on, and we did.
It's my father.
Big dog.
My father.
Thank you, yes, for having me.
Of course. And so it's his first time coloring in a while, but
About 25 years?
yeah.
It's been a minute. I think the last thing I colored, and that's why I pulled this one, is it has a sentimental value. A picture that we had for your first birthday. It was pretty cool. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll look about the same as it did 20 years ago.
We'll have to find it and pull it out and take pictures side by side and
Yeah,
see.
there you go. All right, so how do we get started here?
Usually, I'm still deciding on pictures, but I think I'm gonna do this one.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm in the cherry blossom vibe. It's cherry blossom
Good
season.
time of year,
Right. So usually I start with very light colors, and make sure you have your little sheet behind.
Yeah, I got my block sheet. Thank you guys for sharing that.
Yeah. And so that's to. Do you know why we have the little sheet?
No, educate me.
Yeah, of course. So if you can't tell, we end up having this like beautiful abstract art after a while because all the ink bleeds through.
Right.
Because of the type of markers we have. They're alcohol markers, they're not water-based. Don't ask me too much on that. On the science behind that one, but just know that they're a lot smoother than water-based markers. So you won't see like the streaks that you're used to if you had like a Crayola. Those are water-based markers. So.
That's pretty small.
Yeah.
So, question for you. You probably have some people out there that are really, really good in the art field and that's just chiming in because this is their thing. But somebody like myself that's coming in off the street and starting for the first time, how would you suggest people get started so they don't feel like, oh my God, I'm just going to be terrible at this?
Well, I guess I can give a vulnerable moment. I've got all my collections of books, but I'll pull my very first one where I ordered this book. I saw a bunch of people online and I was like, this looks like a cool thing to do. And so I'll show you my very first ever picture that I posted, if I can find her. It's a girl sitting in a kitchen. And I don't know why that happened to be my very first picture.
That you posted or that you colored?
That I, both,
Okay.
simultaneously. And went for it in December of last year. And just kind of colored her. This is another one,
Okay.
beginner. I don't know where she is.
So while you're looking for that, what do you feel is the biggest change or growth that you've had since you first started?
I feel like without going to art school, have been in art school somehow, some way. Just the growth of like learning the difference in colors and shading and palettes and all of those things. And today I even saw a video on like color theory, and I was like, whoa, I'm much deeper in than I was at once before. And so like
more to it than just picking out a color.
Yeah, random colors. And so you kind of start by, the art community calls it kind of like blank coloring, where you're kind of very flat, not a lot of dimension, or you're trying your best with shadows and basic things. But then you continue building and you're learning and you're watching people on the internet and you start doing more of the shading and blending of colors and kind of really learning how the markers work. And so,
and that's one of the things I've really appreciated, just seeing the growth and the depth of you being able to bring a picture to life beyond just coloring it. So I'm going to be old school and I'm going to outline my picture first before I get started.
We believe in you.
I don't want my teacher yelling at me later.
Or trust the markers and let them glide if you prefer, but outlines are good as well. So.
I'm sure I'm going to get it on the floor at some point, but we will keep mine off camera until we get there.
Oh, you're on camera.
So you got the famous Jennifer with the hype here.
Oh, yeah.
I was excited to be in the audience and be able to be a part of her live show.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be hard today. It's gonna be hard today. We're doing a couple things at once, but we're gonna do our best. Hopefully the family joins the chat. They keep us entertained.
So what type of feedback have you guys been getting from people who join the community?
Feedback? I don't know. Our chat is pretty quiet sometimes, so it's hard to say. But they come back, so I'm hoping they
something
is sticking.
They're feeling good about something we're doing.
Yeah. As a longtime watcher for yourself, what feedback do you have for us?
Honestly, I mean, I enjoy the art and seeing the growth that happens from the concept of a picture through the finishing product. But I also enjoy the conversation. For me, it is when people are free enough to start having conversation in the chat and saying what they like or telling jokes and things of that nature. To me, I'm all about community, so that makes a world of difference for me. So that's why I joined. I look forward to that piece.
Yeah, the coloring community is very, very supportive, I will say. And it's like, as you were talking about being a beginner, um, you just don't feel like a beginner. Of course, you're like, well, that person has all these markers and whatever, and supply wise, but everybody's just so welcoming in the community that it's just like, you don't feel like you're sticking out because you are just getting started. So I think that's really cool and something that keeps me around in the coloring community.
So with that, I haven't done a lot of research in the field. Um, what age group is this popular with, or does it reach all audiences?
I feel like it's all. What do you think?
I think it can vary. I think it depends a lot on what we're coloring.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's definitely very women driven right now. There are a few like leading men out there that do
Yeah.
color, but
Yeah.
for the most part it is women, and then a lot of them are in my age range of like 20s to 35ish. At least the aesthetic-y ones that you see on
My other
Instagram.
friend,
But yeah.
So what got you
Leanna.
started on this path? Just wanting to color. I mean, what was it about coloring that?
Coloring. It makes you like your brain quiet, at least for myself.
I don't know what's going on.
So super, super quiet. And as a person who likes to think a lot or my brain is always on, coloring just gives me a second to disconnect from the world and connect with a page. And so,
Shuts the noise out.
yeah.
So after like a crazy day at work and a lot of stuff going on, you're able to just pull out a pen and just relax.
Sorry, y'all. I'm like interrupting.
Yeah.
We got to
3. Yes, if you don't follow us on TikTok, go visit.
Yeah, my TikTok friends. We're coloring today. We go live. We just got our live privileges, so that's why it's taking us this long. But if you notice on the pad right here, boom, we're also live on YouTube. And that's really where we'll be going live at. So if you want to see the different POV, we have a special guest today too. I ain't gonna tell you too much. You gotta go to the YouTube. But if you're on live, you'll get to listen to what we got going on. I appreciate everybody that's sharing our TikTok live. Adventures WNJJ.
Undercover.
We got undercovers. I'm gonna start coloring soon, y'all, but I feel like he only has like certain colors, so it's not gonna take too long. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started shortly.
Hi, Dawn. Welcome in. Hello, Leanna.
Dawn!
Sorry, we're multitasking today.
Dawn, did you change your profile pic? Is that creepy if I know that, Dawn? But you be in the chat, so it's not creepy.
Do you want to pull a question to ask him?
Oh, yes. Let me ask him. Do-do-do-do. Okay. What's something from your childhood that sticks with you today?
Something from my childhood. Well, that's interesting. I mean, I think the biggest thing that grows with me is the fact that everything that I needed was right there in my childhood.
Yeah.
I have, and I guess today being
Thank you for all
National,
the hearts, y'all.
today being National Siblings Day.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's a special day for me, and
Aw.
I know what the challenges that we had growing up in our neighborhoods. We never knew not to have. And throughout my life, I've always believed that I could because my siblings made sure that I had the not just the necessities of life, but also the confidence to be able to continue to push forward and do the things that may be hard and challenging. So I think just the fact of community and relationships is really what drives me today. And I think from my childhood, it was established in something that I'm thankful that I was able to experience.
So you're saying that you're grateful for your siblings?
Yeah, that would be a huge one. I mean, blessed with great parents too, but it's something about that sibling bond that just says, your mom and your dad are supposed to love you and they're supposed to say certain things to make you feel good.
Right.
But as opposed to today, my siblings were my first best friends. So when the rest of the world didn't understand, I knew I had people at home that I could turn to and that they would understand what was happening in life. And more importantly, let me know that everything would work out in the end as well. So.
Oh man, that's awesome. And how many siblings do you have for the chat? Tell the chat how many siblings you have.
Officially, I have 4, but I mean, we always had an extra 1 or 2 that was running through the house that became like brothers and sisters.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm the youngest of 5, and they will admit that I'm the favorite. It's been hard for some of them to accept it, but it's the truth.
Thanks, Chad. I'll see y'all. Cosmic Kitten. Bye. Have a good one. Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, and how many of each sibling do you have? Or are you the only boy?
No, my brother's the oldest. So older brother, and then the 3 sisters are in the middle.
3 sisters?
Yeah, man.
Oh wow, how was that?
You understand.
Yeah. I think I grew opposite. I did
Really?
2 boys and I'm the only girl and the youngest. It doesn't help that I'm the youngest though.
I will say that it prepared me for two of the bigger things and important things in life, and that was both marriage and being a dad.
Oh,
So
good answer. I like that.
a lot of stuff that my sisters taught me that
Crazy.
could enter into those 2 fields a little more prepared with.
That's good. And so do you think that, well, you did say that growing up with sisters helps in your relationship? That's cool. What's one thing you learned about being with women then?
I think for one of the biggest things is just understanding the world that women live in and what they have to deal with, and especially Black and minority women, that their world is different than the rest of the world, what they have to face.
Okay.
So being understanding of that and appreciative of what they're going through allows you to have a lot more compassion and, I would dare say, patience with what's happening when the world starts to treat them differently than you see the other people being treated. I didn't realize starting out just how privileged I was.
Yeah.
Simply being a man in this country, so it helped.
Felt that. No. Yeah. Well.
So how are you liking the monsters?
I'm starting to get a little more confidence with them. They flow well, and as you pointed out, they do what you want them to do. So if you want broad strokes or deep strokes, then it'll give you that. But also they allow you to give a little more finesse to them. So
I'm trying to get better lighting.
I think they're cool.
Let me put this or something.
So for a group of guys at work, you all and say, hey, we want to get started. We want to try something different that we've never attempted before. Where would you tell them to start?
With color?
Yeah.
Or just with lights?
Well, let's start with color. Start with color.
I
And
don't
we'll back
know if
up
I
from
can
there.
help with that part, but I would say find pages that excite you. Today on Facebook, I literally just posted about my coloring book graveyard. In the sense of like, there are pages that I just do not touch for some reason. They don't exist in my mind, and so just encouraging people to go back and try those pages. And it's okay, like, to not want to do certain pages, but finding the ones that really make you feel like, okay, I can color this one today. Um, yeah, just really sticking to something that you enjoy. And I know that that's something we have talked about, is like finding more pages maybe geared towards like sneakers or sports or something else.
Yeah.
Just to pull in a bunch of different people instead of the usual girly cocoa flowers and
Yeah.
things of that sort.
And it's interesting you say that because, you know, I'm here supporting because, like you said, I'm your dad. So that's just, you know, ground rule that comes along with it. But wanting to find ways that it's an entry point for me of something that might give me interest or to get back into this.
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of research. I thought it was pretty cool. The kid that you grew up with back in Pennsylvania, he's actually really deep into his art world, and he's designing cleats for Major League Baseball players and things of that nature. So I think there are different avenues and different ways to approach um, this space of art, that it doesn't have to be just cookie cutter or one consistent approach with it.
Yeah. And I will say, like, there is a book out there for everybody. That's the truth. Like, right now there's a big boom in coloring books. I don't know if anybody else notices that, but there are plenty for people to find. And so you just have to, like, kind of just go to Amazon. I mean, we're gonna support them, but if you've got the time or space or capacity to go and maybe to your local bookstore, or if you have to go to Amazon, like, go in through there and just search for some things. And like, my style is very much big and bulky, open spaces, because that's just easier, and why do all the itty bitty detailing?
Because guess what? If you come to the end, you'll realize a couple things. You won't even be able to notice those things.
What are you talking about over there?
They're saying I'm going over the line. The chat is on me. They're getting up on me. Sorry.
So, I mean, I think that's an important or a good point to talk about, Jennifer, because two things that we stressed when the kids were growing up were, you know, we always taught them to paint in the line for some reason, and I think it was one of the worst things that you could teach a kid, to have to stay within the lines. But also, some people had a propensity of breaking crayons too.
Oh, they're talking
Talking trash.
They're talking trash, y'all.
Yeah. But I think part of it, and to give people space and grace with this, is art is all what you see and what you like. So I wouldn't put pressure on people. It's crazy. There are studies that show that somewhere around the age of between 7 and 10, someone has negatively impacted people and tell them that they're not good at art or good at drawing, and that becomes the belief and expectation that people have in their minds, so they stop doing it at that time. So I think if coloring outside the line is what gets you flowing, go for it.
Yeah, just for now, because I know I be OCD too, y'all, but sometimes that thing, does it really matter?
And right now, literally, you might throw that page away, not think about it in a couple of weeks. But right now is a big wave of people on Instagram. They're coloring on top of the lines and outside the lines. And so I think to your point, it is pushing that boundary of like typical art where people are like, stay inside the lines, stay in.
Yeah, and life is just so crazy and stressful right now. If getting outside the line gives you a little more freedom, then just go for it. I mean, just, you know, give yourself the space to just be able to be creative for a while and feel good about whatever it is that you're doing. So give me a pointer or two on shadowing.
Ooh, let me answer this one.
Go for it.
Okay, so you gotta start with a light color so that you can use a darker color of the same color.
Oh, so you don't start with the dark color, you start with the light.
Lighter.
Okay.
Because you can always get darker.
You tell me that after I finish putting cool all together.
I appreciate everybody joining the chat.
But
don't forget to like it, y'all.
You can
We
layer
just out here
that
today.
same marker over top and it'll give you that same effect. So if you did start dark, there's always space. I mean, unless you're using black markers, there's always space to go even darker.
Okay.
But yeah, the best advice is to always start super light and work your way from there.
Cool. I'll make sure I remember that on the next one.
We got you on the next one.
So what's your take on some of the, I've seen the adult coloring books, not that kind of adult coloring books, but the ones with the, yeah, I mean, honestly, doing research, there's some of those out there too.
There
that
are.
kind of shocked me. It's sort of like hearing the non-radio version of a
Of
song.
music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know they were saying those words, right? I mean, they have books. That's what I'm saying. Is like you just have to search for your niche or like your group of people, and like they've got ones for adults, they got ones for teens, they've got like stoner books, they've got the adult coloring book. So it's like people are creating the things that you probably want or are hoping for in a coloring book. You just gotta go find them. So.
Yeah. One of the things I came across I thought was pretty cool, and it's, to your point, is a new trend, are that people are using coloring for date nights.
Oh, that's cool.
So just being able to get together and sit, and it gives you something in common to, you know, fill the space where you can have conversation around it. But it's not just all about, you know, sitting across a loud table in a restaurant or trying to get to know somebody in the movie theater. So I think it's
all
pretty
these
cool.
crevices right here. I'm shading
Jennifer, you have a conversation over there?
them. Sorry, yes.
So what are you hearing from the people in the chat?
Not much. The chat's a little not chatty right now. That's alright though. I appreciate all the hearts and the love. If you watch this show on channel 33, you're an OG. If not, skip the line. No. You're welcome to stay. Did you watch Dragon Ball Z growing up?
Say that again?
Dragon Ball Z?
I've never heard of it.
Oh, okay.
What
cool.
is that?
It's a
Anime style.
anime, yeah, alien anime kind of.
Is it anime?
Yeah.
They didn't have anime when I was growing up. Or if they did, I don't. It wasn't in the hood anyway.
Wasn't? No, dang. Well, maybe you can watch it now.
No, we grew up with the true OG of all of this, and it was what was Bob's last name? Bob Ross.
Bob
yeah.
Ross, the painter.
Yeah.
That was our.
Murder.
No, stop
That's
saying that.
conspiracy,
What?
Bob
He's a
Ross.
murderer. Stop saying that.
All his paintings lead to his. Yeah.
Sorry I brought that up.
Nah,
Conspiracy theory.
we don't know. You don't know that.
Will
man.
not terrorize Bob Ross.
He's gone, right?
Yeah.
Oh, may he rest in peace.
Not, I think,
Right.
Sorry, Bob Ross.
I
Anyway.
think he'd be leaving right about now.
Sorry, Bob. Yeah, he was pretty good. My brother liked him.
Bob Ross is the vibe. Calm coloring, good music, like chill music behind it. Just
with the killer throw.
yeah.
Oh yeah, right here. And a little button down.
And just the like simplicity of it, and even when he was making mistakes, he made it okay. Like
I think, I mean, it's funny that you say that. I think that's what really I appreciated most about him, was the fact that it was okay to make mistakes, and that was what art was all about.
Oh, I didn't even see it. Bye. Hello. Sorry. I can't see the chat tonight.
Who's up there?
Dang, I wasn't on the chat.
Lisa's here. Joy is here.
What up, peeps?
Bye, Dawn.
Michelle is here.
We love you.
Dawn came and visited.
I thought you were taking it easy, Lisa. Taking that shade like you.
I think he's doing a great job.
This is peaceful for me. We like that it's peaceful, Lisa.
Yeah. And if you have questions for him,
He's
bring it
more than
on.
happy. Y'all
Bring it
missed
on.
it.
I want to know
He
if
loves
the
you.
people in the chat willing to put the Winnie the Pooh costume back on.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's where all of this started.
Hey, Leanna. Welcome in.
Liano!
Sorry, y'all. The way the chat is set up tonight, we're trying to get all angles, so.
Right.
Leanna, how you doing? What do you have on this one?
Now it had the YouTube, but I also had a reference picture, but now just the YouTube. I'm gonna close the Sharpies because they're not
Is there such thing as a white marker?
I have an acrylic one, which is more like paint,
You need it?
so you have to let it dry.
I'll get to it after.
Okay.
I guess.
I'm good for right now on acrylic.
So it'd be cool to hear from. No comments in the chat.
No comments. Y'all good? Good, y'all? Oh.
Oh, we're good. I'm doing good. Life is good. Ayo said, you are not killing my mom in that poo suit. Oh, Leanna, you're going to have to send it on Instagram once you're finished so we can post it for you. What are you
Yeah.
coloring? You can see the comments on that side. It's a lot of
Today we
multitasking.
took our STAR testing. ELA.
Ooh, how'd it go? Star testing, oh my. It's that time of year already?
Yeah.
State testing?
You know I tested today.
Mm-hmm. State testing.
How much longer do they have in school?
Ooh.
I heard they're
June
going to
4th.
June.
Ooh.
I got out just in time. I got out. June. They've been in school since July, right?
August.
August?
We've been in school since
I thought we
July.
started late July. Teachers start in July, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. But you'll be all right. Field trips hopefully are coming up. All of that.
Man, middle school went over.
That's true.
I think it did. I did pretty good.
Good. That's
Send
good
it
to
in
hear.
the Instagram. It's the same handle.
Yeah, I think she follows them. Good. We appreciate you showing up. We miss you coming in and being here.
Yeah, you were gone for a little while, Leanna.
She had to focus on her star
That's
test.
good. How she should. Yup, said Joy.
Joy, how are you doing? What did you get into today?
How do you do?
How do you do? Howdy doody.
How do you do?
I know that you used to run a podcast, right?
Yeah.
How much do you miss it? What were your wins, your losses?
Do you
Talk
have
about
a
that.
good skin color?
Skin?
Honestly, you're talking about taking a leap and trying something just totally out of your comfort zone. It was one of the scariest things I ever did, to just talk into open air,
Yeah.
sort of like this.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And don't know what's on the other end. But it was awesome to get the reverb and the feedback from people when they would listen and have comments and want to give feedback.
Yeah.
Each episode, a buddy of mine from work, we had the podcast. Each episode we progressively got better. time went on. So that was just an awesome feeling to see that your audience will grow with you, and people look forward to hearing what you have to offer. Um, the primary focus was around helping people to be better, for lack of better terms, just citizens. You know, how do you treat people with decency, understand, and which would be helpful in today's time because there's just so much that's going on that, you know, how do I listen to people? And I may not agree with you, but at least understand and respecting that, that your opinion may not be like mine, but there's something that causes that and there's a reason for it. So I'm still here to help you. So the feedback was really cool with it. But, you know, a couple of years later now, everybody and their mother have a podcast. So
Yeah.
it's one of those fields that has gotten so flooded.
But I think even with YouTube, you see tons of people doing the same thing, but still people supporting. So, like, I don't think that other people doing similar things is a bad thing, you know what I mean? So.
Jennifer, you can tell them I just went outside the line and I apologize for it. Try to cover it up a little bit.
It's the vibe today. Okay.
Anybody saying stuff?
No, I had to end it, but I joined it.
No, I mean on YouTube.
Oh, my day has been good. Got another haircut, said Joy. Liana said yes, we got one April 5th for Harry's birthday.
What, a field trip?
I don't know. And then Lisa said, what are our goals for tonight on the post?
Oh, our goals.
And
Can you see that?
Greta said, are y'all having a coloring party and didn't invite us? Start over. A lie.
Tell her we're just testing it out until she gets
I'm
here.
lying. Oh yeah.
When she shows up.
To the housewarming.
To the housewarming. The housewarming. When is that going to be?
Housewarming party or housewarming?
Either.
Yeah, we don't move in until Memorial Day. We don't close till Memorial Day, but we have to make sure we buy some new furniture before we can throw a party.
And my bookshelves. For my room. My honorary room.
Yeah, so it should be cool. Townhouse living has been fun for a couple of years and not having to cut grass, but looking forward to getting back into my own place without shared walls.
Yeah. Can't relate, but not there yet. I mean, I think that if we keep going in the same direction in the economy, I might be able to get one day.
The economy will be back shortly. Don't stress it.
Isn't that the time to buy? When things are low?
Yeah. Your mom taught you well. Our family financial guru.
Mm-hmm. Expert.
Don't go too far.
Okay, hold on. Start over. Yes, a field trip. I heard y'all said Greta. What are you coloring, Yana? What are y'all coloring? Greta said, and Lisa. Liana said, this drawing is kind of bad, but I'll still send y'all. Just don't post it.
Okay, we'll cheer you on from the comment.
We won't post it. We'll
in
be
our private.
respectful.
Yeah, this one is what he's doing. G Money.
Well, I guess she can hear me.
Yes. Yeah.
No, you ask her.
Just say your question.
You can speak.
That is what my dad is doing. Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh.
And then I'm working on a very similar rendition to this picture. Just a little bit of a different style. They're kind of...
Yeah, she has a thing for cherry blossom trees right now, Chad.
Yeah, no, all my life. Forever and ever. Yeah, that's on my bucket list. Usually I'm too down bad with allergies to participate.
PNG. What the
conversing over there?
Some child. Greta said, oh wait. Greta said, food from your birthday party, Yana. And she said those are the cherry blossoms. I just saw them in DC.
Yeah, she just showing off,
And
rubbing it in.
I'm gonna go one of these years. That's the goal.
Is this the year we go to the homecoming?
Yes.
When is that?
October, right? It depends, because I might have to go to Vermont for my job. So we'll
So
see.
she start light and go dark with the shading.
Yeah.
Greta said, yay, hug, I don't know what that is. H.
I don't even see it. Oh, HU homecoming. Yeah. It's okay. Things you'll learn when you get down there.
Yeah, it might be a solo trip, we don't know.
But everybody's going this year. Are y'all going this year or no?
Homecoming?
Yeah.
That remains to be seen. We'll be there for graduation weekend. 35th anniversary.
Whoa,
35.
Yeah.
I need to graduate so I can get an anniversary.
35. Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, should be a fun time.
Are your friends going or are you just going?
Yeah, all my buddies.
Oh yeah, he's a Q.
I'm sorry?
Are you a Q?
I am.
Questions that we know the answers to.
Are you a Q? Tell the truth. That's cool.
Do you want to ask another question off the list?
You can ask. You want to ask one?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Just need the iPad.
Grab that bad boy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on. Let me slide up.
Let's see. How are you making through the learning curve of these markers? Is it getting better? Sometimes it gets worse before it gets better.
Well, I think I'm on the worst part.
Yes.
I'm coming along, but it's things that I want to do, and it's like, oh crap, you're going too far. So
Yeah. Y'all see me in live action where I'm like, oh, I don't even know how I got here with all these colors, markers everywhere.
Okay. What is a life lesson you learned the hard way? Good question. Good question.
Good question.
I think that's a really good question.
The hard way.
Oh look,
What is this soccer field?
Michelle Johnson. I need to get Hampton shirt you had on the.
Yeah, same. Can we all get the
Ayo
same
Martin.
outfit?
35.
Hey yo,
Ayo.
Oh.
life lesson and learn the hard way.
Right.
It took me decades to learn and realize that people are. I mean, we all have within us the ability to be great. And I grew up thinking that a lot of people were special for whatever reason. So there were a lot of doubts and questions that came along with that until you start to get around some of these people and realize most of them didn't have anything special going on. It was just the fact that they either put in the work or they got lucky along the way or got tapped by somebody. So trusting that you belong in any room that you're in and that you're capable of being and doing the job that's necessary, I think was one that took me too long to understand and to appreciate, but once I got it, it made a world of difference.
Wait, say it one more time.
Well, you belong
Everywhere, or
any room that you're in or that you want to be in. You have not only have the right, but you have the ability to hold your own in that room.
right. I like that.
Because there's always something unique that you have to offer that no one else can bring to the table because they're not you and they haven't lived your experiences. But the moment you start to doubt yourself is the moment that you start to lose your leverage. So that's one that took a long time to accept, even though I knew it was true, but you always thought that somebody else had the secret sauce or the secret formula, and that's just not the case.
Fair enough, fair enough.
I think that's good advice.
Yeah.
I feel like I had a question, but I don't know how to phrase it.
So what's been the coolest part of this journey for you guys since starting out? Has it been the feedback, the connections, the love that people have shared? What has stood out for you that you really liked about this?
I mean, I think everybody always likes the love and the likes and seeing the numbers grow, and I think that's the most validating of them. But if all of those things were not present and you are just coloring, like I think being able to see what other people are doing and learning from people, I think is really my driving thing. We were talking about Anna Rose before, I think when we were on the live, but maybe before. And just how you get to watch people over and over and over again because of the opportunity that we have with the internet. You can just sit there and watch them recreate art over and over again and learn and be able to take it in for free. And so I think that has been one of the cool lessons of this is like, I don't have to go to school to learn how to do art.
Right.
Like things are at the touch of my hand and you can ask ChatGPT or pull up Instagram or go to TikTok and be able to learn many of the cool things that you're seeing. And so I think that has been one of the like rewarding things as a learning nerd that I am. It's like I love being able to have the opportunity to learn from other people. So I think that's pretty cool.
That is cool. I will say two things jump out to me just watching you on this journey. One is being the confidence, and not just in yourself, but also in your craft. Just seeing you willing now to take chances and with the art and with the work, because you trust that it'll work itself out and it'll be okay once you've gone through the steps of doing it. But also, and this is a huge shout out to hopefully some of the people on the call. One of the things that's given me the trust and confidence is knowing that no matter what happens in life, my siblings and my family arrive or die.
Yeah, that's true.
And seeing how they have shown up consistently for whatever it is that you have going on. Like Michelle and I will get a message in the middle of we're sitting and eating dinner and Ayana's live, y'all. Y'all need to get online.
Lisa.
You know, so it's just really cool to see the love and support that constantly shows itself. So I'm really appreciative of that.
Yeah, I like that. And having my ride or die here, always supporting, showing up. So
The greatest hype person on earth.
yeah,
Flavor
she'll be
ain't got
tired.
none on her.
I'll be tired.
She giving it up.
We're hitting that threshold of.
It's because TikTok is so sensitive.
To what?
I think it's
The music?
picking up the music,
Oh,
and so
okay.
it says like end your live or get banned for a year.
Okay. Well,
On TikTok?
we'll try again
Extreme, but-
another day.
Yes, sir.
We'll try again.
Yeah, and so this is my third time having to redo it, so I'm gonna just give it up.
That's okay. We can try TikTok on another
But do you want to
random
hear
day.
the data on it?
Sure.
Okay, give me a second.
Okay. Can you check the chat real quick?
Yes.
I can't see it.
So basically, Leanna said it won't let me send the photo of it. Io said, I promise I'm sober. Lisa said, who not to date? Miss Johnson said,
That was good. Thank you. Thank you for emoting.
and then Greta said, just seeing your post, Michelle. Lisa said, my lesson I learned the hard way.
Oh, that's the lesson. That's the lesson. She was answering the question.
Oh, you had a whole coloring community, Greta said. Yes, National Sibling Day. Aww. Oh, they watched it from the beginning. Shout out you.
Yeah. What's a lesson you learned the hard way?
None.
None. All of them have been easy.
Let me think on it. What about
Okay.
you? What actually? Were you a good noodle or a bad noodle?
No, I was a great child.
Agreed.
I don't know if my parents will vouch for that,
Right. I'm still learning. Greta said.
but most of the
Hardest
time.
lesson? I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think it is?
Yours? Oh, I don't know.
Um,
What's a lesson I had to learn the hard way?
do you know?
Do you have one? A lesson? No.
She's not here.
Um,
Okay. Heartbreak?
I don't know. I don't.
Oh, I know.
Okay,
I should have paid attention in school when I was in school, y'all.
that's fair.
Chat.
That's fair.
I don't want to talk about my crap. But I should have paid attention when I was in school. Leanna, pay attention or else you're going to have to do it double. Either you do it now or you do it later, but you still pay the piper. The piper gonna get paid. And it's taking me like 6 years.
Yeah, but you
But
still
I'm paying them every day.
stupid.
Wild toddler, quiet kid, wonderful adult. That's you, Yana. Wild toddler,
Oh wow, toddler.
quiet kid.
Yeah, she's the hazy bunny.
Yeah. Who, Ayana?
Yeah, oh yeah.
She's a bully, huh? I know.
Wait a minute. What's happening?
I
Well, I
know.
mean, she was more just really, really active.
Mm,
So it was just always moving and
Hidden folks. Y'all don't know who she is right now, y'all. No. Yeah. She said she was always well behaved. She said she never got suspended from school. Is that true?
from school.
Yeah.
No, that was reserved for.
The other one.
I call it boss. Greta said not bully. Call it boss.
Yeah, that's what she was talking about her second grade teacher.
Yeah.
Well, she told us, it called us to parent teacher conference. Like, I don't know how to put this, but did you guys know that Ayana's a little, she has leadership skills, but she's a little bossy. Like, oh yeah, we know that.
She said, don't talk about my cousin. Not too much, Io. You can be banned. No. Whatever. Leave him alone. He's not here.
Yeah, I will say I still have that rep. I've
That's so
managed
crazy.
to this week we had a big like summit or conference at work, and one of the people that he just walked up to me at one of the like after events and was like, "Are you gonna do management or be a people leader?" I said, "What made you ask that? Like, how did you know the secret?" I'm like, I've been trying to lay low key.
That's it. The teacher was insecure.
That's what I'm talking about, G.
See?
That's what I'm talking about. She didn't know. I was a teacher all my life. That's what she didn't know.
She knew.
Oh, Lord. I know. Ayana said we would never be friends in school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a compliment.
Yeah.
You know, you just meet people at different times in your life.
Woo!
Wow.
Glad
Some of us were calm.
glad
Some
we
of
put
us
this
were.
off.
But wow. Yeah. Well,
And we still ended up in the same place.
right at the same place. Teaching.
I was like suspended every other day.
For what?
Yeah. Let's get into that.
Yeah, the worst one.
There's more than one.
The worst one, I think I like got caught skipping at the park across the street from the school.
Progressively gets.
Just curious, what
What do you do when
age
you're
range of
skipping?
grade is that?
Yeah, no, I started young, y'all. I started young with the BS. I know, but I never like, I don't know. Maybe I don't want to talk about it, but, but yeah, like maybe for sure 9th grade and down, 9th through high school.
Well, at least you learned and realized and grew past it. So
Yeah. Well.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe.
That was the worst one. And then the one I thought was the silliest, I got suspended for taking a water gun to school.
that'll do
Yep. It was a little baby one. A hand one.
Doesn't matter. Does not matter.
it.
Now I know. Yep.
And now your teacher getting
Exactly.
licked back.
No guns, Greta said.
So are you exactly? So are you? Does your background and experience and upbringing make you tougher or more understanding of kids?
Both. I think it makes me tougher because it's like I know that you're BSing right now, and like you're just trying to get out of English, so I'm not gonna.
You don't tolerate it.
It's like you can have bad days, and that's cool, right? Everybody gets to have bad days, but you don't get to make a habit out of it and then think that because I like you as a kid, like you just gonna let you know, like we're gonna let things slide. No, let me tell you something.
So what advice do you give kids knowing what you know and what you've gone through in your coming up?
Stay in school.
Okay.
Stay in school. Focus. Again, you either do it now or later, but it's gonna get done. I know. And I didn't do it. I don't know. I did it for fun. I can't even say.
You did what for fun?
Like, I just left and did stupid stuff for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew it was wrong, but
Just couldn't help it.
yeah, I don't know. I didn't think I was gonna go to college. I didn't think I was gonna do anything really. So I just kind of did what I wanted. And then I hit like junior, senior year and was like, huh, maybe I'm not that dumb and I can do it.
That's fair.
Yeah. And now.
Piper.
uh,
But you're
Yeah.
going and you're showing up, and
ugh.
it doesn't matter how long it takes. Like,
Listen, but if you
if
stay
that's what you want.
focused, if you stay focused right now that you're young,
who
by the
are
time
you
you-
talking to? Who are you inspiring?
whoever
Is
whoever
Leanna
is
in the
here.
chat? Leanna, raise your hand, please. Are you even here? Or is she recording this to come back to? What are we
It
talking
doesn't
about?
matter. Just know that, like, even though it's hard, do it anyway. It don't matter how old you are.
Okay.
But
I'm
if you
just gonna
start
run
now-
this tape back to you.
No, delete it. Yeah, she telling kids this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I be telling them. I be telling them.
She's
It's hard,
a
y'all.
great motivator, and that's I think that's one of the strengths that I envy, or like it's just like you motivate people so well that it's just like I wish I could show up and talk to people and motivate people the way you do, and
Thanks.
admiration is the word.
I appreciate that. One day I'll pay the bills.
And the just the draw that you have, like the way kids just naturally float towards you, I think is so cool.
Thank you, I love Yeah, you guys.
Yeah.
So were you creative or into art growing up, Jeff?
Not at all. I hate art. I'm just here.
My little co-host.
Yeah, I don't like art because I thought it needed to be perfect. I'll draw like here and there, but nothing crazy.
You felt that it needed to be perfect.
Yeah. I like sports more.
What's your favorite sport?
Basketball. Do you have a favorite sport?
Me?
Yeah.
To watch or play?
To play.
To play. I love the strategy of football.
Football.
think my favorite sport to watch is soccer.
Yes, I love soccer.
Oh yeah, we were watching soccer the other day, huh?
Yeah, we watched Brazil versus USA.
Oh, again.
Yeah,
I don't know who won.
USA won that game. We were
Mr.
watching
Johnson on
it.
the cameo.
Who was that? The parent?
Yeah.
Yes, we have our special guest this week.
What up, Pearl?
I said basketball. Yeah.
I used to be a good basketball player. Back in the day.
Down the court.
What's the biggest challenge you overcame so far?
Who's that?
For
Me?
you, yes, sir.
I think similar to what you just said, just growing up. I mean, just accepting that, being an adult and what the responsibilities were that came along with it. Like, I grew up having, I mean, honestly, and I'm not just saying it because they're there, but my challenges were headed off for me in so many ways because before I wanted something, my siblings were making it happen. If there was something breaking off and something going the wrong direction, they were fighting the battles before I even got into it. So it was just one of them deals I talk about it often. I literally had to leave Virginia after we got married just to understand what it was to become a true man. Because I was so dependent on my family, and that was a tough challenge of starting to live somewhere else without having that known support system and trusting something new that you had never experienced before. So yeah, that was probably the biggest challenge.
Moving out.
Yeah.
I wanted to, but you can share yours.
You said what?
Remember when that was you as well feeling that?
Moving?
Like the movement was big and then you felt like
Elaborate. Elaborate.
when I met you.
Oh yeah.
You can share
I
yours.
guess yeah, moving has always been one of those like rough things. Because it's like you get picked up, you get so accustomed to being where you are, and then life just changes and you're in a new place and you got to get comfortable and being uncomfortable, I guess. And so I think that was the beauty of me moving to Texas. And everybody's like, well, why are you down in Texas? Like, what would you go down there for? If your parents are in a certain place and they're not forcing you to leave, like, why would you go anywhere? And it's like, sometimes you just got to start making your own choices and being okay with making those choices. And I know that, like, I'm in therapy, if anybody else is, but my therapist asked me the question of like, why are you in Texas? And it like shook me for a while because I was like, I don't even know why I'm here. And then I'm like, am I having an existential crisis? Like, why did I leave and whatever? And so it hit me just like randomly driving around one day. It was like, Texas is the one decision that I have made for myself because I had, like my dad was saying, like I have had such that strong family support that like I knew I was going to college. I knew I had people around me. I was set up and everything. And so coming to Texas was like my first choice as an adult. And I don't know, it just feels good to make your own choices sometimes. So
regrets?
do I have any regrets?
Yes. About moving?
No, I think Texas is awesome. There's so much to do, especially where I live, and many people, and I've met so many people, and
Sure have.
some stick around longer than others, and so I'm just grateful for the experiences that I've had here, and I literally would not change it for the world. So
I think that's a really good question, though, Jennifer, when you asked about regrets. It's one of the things I've always stressed with them is that everything in life has a sacrifice attached to it.
Right.
So you could stay in the same place for life. And you question whether or not you've learned or stretched yourself far enough. But one of the tough things was, although I have a very strong immediate family group, small things like Sunday dinner or birthday parties, when we were, a 3-hour plane ride away, you just couldn't pick up and just go out to dinner with your siblings and stuff like that. So there's always a cost, an opportunity cost that comes along with the decisions that you make, and you just have to be comfortable with it and make the best of it as you go through life.
Right. Yeah, and I think that for a long time, I felt guilty because Ayana helps me learn new things, just learn new things that I didn't know, going places or eating different things, and them not being so expensive, but me not knowing, you know what I'm trying to say?
She don't mind the expensive stuff.
No, she loves expensive, but
Wait a minute. Wait
Yeah.
a minute.
but just
Don't
new
talk about
things.
it.
I'm a product of my environment. Let me start right there.
Rico says
Mr.
hi, Miss Johnson. Rico?
Hello.
Who was that?
To Paris said that Rico says hello.
I've been trying to have Sunday dinners move back.
Move back. Who said that?
Bro.
Ayo.
Oh, I
She's having new experiences.
Yeah, new experiences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when we went to Cancun,
Yeah.
I was crying because I was crying because I've never left.
Yeah.
And so I got to leave and I was like, damn, oh, excuse me, but I was like, damn, this is all
went back to
in life,
damn, excuse me.
Double back. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was crazy.
But you learn that you can, if others are doing it,
Yeah.
you can do anything in
Yeah.
life.
It was about not feeling guilty that I get to do it and
Okay.
my people don't,
That's fair.
So that's what it was, but
Yeah, but maybe with that, Jennifer, it's also giving your people the desire or the understanding that it is within their realm and reach because they're seeing somebody that they know do it.
yeah. And I guess that's what it was all about, right? So that I could live a better life. So I shouldn't feel bad about living it when it comes around.
Yeah.
But I'm learning it. It's still hard, y'all.
How you doing over there?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm good. Everybody's finished but me?
No.
Oh my goodness. Let me pick up the face.
Oh,
You wanna show the people?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still want that little outline thing that you were talking about.
Oh, okay.
What can I
Do
get?
you want a pen or do you want almost like paint marker?
I want something to make myself look good.
This is one outline.
What is that?
Like just regular marker
Oh,
around the
that's it.
outside?
No, I won't be able to go in the middle of my stuff.
I think so. We can get you a white acrylic marker if you want.
Let me see how this works.
Show the chat.
Oh, show the chat. First TikTok live, done by yours truly.
I know. I feel like they don't get the Hueful beginnings. They get watered down Hueful beginnings.
Ooh,
TikTok.
why?
Because I'm not the original.
So, your art is still awesome.
It's your name on the company.
No.
And they haven't heard from you.
Yeah, I have not been on TikTok.
So maybe next live I'll just set it down. And
Yeah,
just say
or we
go
can just
for
pick
you.
a different day for TikTok.
Oh, true. Hold on.
More days coming to you. More days.
Also, chat. Tell them about the giveaway.
Oh yeah, we hit
What's
our
this thinking
350. We hit 350 on Instagram, so we're gonna be doing a giveaway. April 13th will be our big announcement Sunday.
Well, how do you qualify?
April 13th.
April 13th. Come
Good
back on
question.
April 13th. Yes.
Yeah,
We'll have
I'm glad
more.
you're curious.
Yeah, more than likely you'll have to follow Instagram
Have
and
to follow
YouTube
Instagram.
to be considered in the drawing, and then some other things.
Wait, I have a
required.
question.
Yeah.
On YouTube, are you able to see who follows you?
You can for some people, but when they press subscribe, they could screenshot it and like DM. So
But imagine all those DMs.
yeah,
Okay.
engagement. So yeah, hopefully books given away. When we hit like 1,000, we'll do markers.
Or they can like comment on the post
Okay.
on
Right?
Instagram, and then comment on a YouTube video,
Yeah.
and then they get 2 entries that way, and we just put them on the wheel.
Yeah.
We gotta give away a car.
Yep.
Not before me. I gotta get mine first.
Yeah.
A Hot Wheel. We'll put a Hot Wheel.
A little Hot
packaging.
Wheel. Nice.
That's Tana's birthday. I
Sunday.
love it, Miss Johnson.
You got more things like this?
This?
Yeah.
Some glitter
Like
on
what?
it. So
No, I kind of like that now.
I have
Tapira said it looks good on it.
gold.
Say that again.
Tapira said it looks good on it.
Right?
Thanks, Para. Para always got my back.
Joy said put some glitter on it.
Also,
So
watch your hand.
Greta said it's cute. Tapira said I love it, Miss Johnson.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Tapira said how do I win?
Right.
Yeah,
we're
they
gonna
have to
come
follow.
talk to
I'm
you.
already following Logan.
Market
Yeah.
team.
Cool. I think commenting on YouTube videos
Yeah.
is gonna have to be our thing because nobody ever comments.
I
Right?
had a few faithful people.
Faithful.
Faithful.
Pair unfollow again. Oh, IO giving the wrong.
Come on, Io.
Did we ever hear the goals? Dang, Lisa,
Or
sorry.
it goes. Sorry, that was when the chat was
Couldn't.
cut off. 150 views, 20 likes.
20 likes, we're at 8.
Mm.
The chat ain't doing their. I'm about to create another account. Tapira is your #1 commenting chat. True. And Dawn, too.
Oh yeah, Dawn is great.
Dang. If we had. Let
Well,
me see. Hold on.
can you
keep
see it?
Because keep it there. Oh, dang. That is a good job.
Yeah, he's great.
I like the background. And the top where it says Mr. Sanders. Even the bell looks cool. Okay, Pooh, nice. I see the honey pot. Oh, snap. I didn't even see the honey pot.
Artwork.
Even the tree trunk. That looks cool.
Nice
I
job,
have
Dad.
slipped on my commenting, but I'm going to make a comeback to
Who's
Paris.
that pair? Yeah.
Great job, Abby. It reminds me of Yama's first beat day. The pair.
Who said that?
The pair.
It must have been a lit party if everybody keeps referencing the birthday. Yeah. It was?
Everybody remembers but the birthday girl. That's how fire it
I
was.
had to remake the cake in the middle of the party. That was an
I
experience.
don't know if it is the right word. If lit is the right word. Yeah, this is cool. Did you enjoy the process of coloring? Was it too much?
No, honestly, when I started out, I was definitely intimidated because it's been so long. But I think it's just being in good company and just being able to just flow with it. And
Told you.
then it was just going along with what was coming. So thank you guys.
This was cool. Yeah, I actually think the bell was really cool because I see that you added like a different color in the middle to look at like the shading. And that was real smart. I don't think I could have thought of that one, to be honest. I still have my Polaroid. And it says on the great company. When is the coloring and cocktails party?
Uh-oh.
Yana needs to finish tracing so that she can make a book, y'all. Slightly encourage.
We'll have one when they come down for the housewarming party.
Yeah. This month that's the goal for her too.
Finish the
Yeah.
trees.
Because a lot of people actually have been asking for a book from her, but it is difficult. So I get it,
Hard.
but
It's hard,
we
guys.
gotta.
Really hard. Yeah. Coming from trying to draw and not having the background in drawing is makes it difficult. So
How was one party like we did during COVID, Lisa?
yeah, we can send a
That'd be cool.
copy. Have everybody print.
Pull out your,
You should see.
pull out your 64 pack of crayons.
I wish Nigel was on because I make fun of him every time for that Zoom party when
we did
with the paint and sip, and everybody had a sunflower like done, and his canvas was blank, just so white. And we used to have like a fireplace, and we put everybody's up there. And I took a picture, I think, and you couldn't see like anything. It was just white canvas, and I just think it's so funny every time. So I have to show you.
That would be dope, Lisa.
Yeah. Keep the ideas coming. It's coming. It's coming, guys.
It's coming. We don't know when.
We don't know how, but it's coming. It's coming. Sorry.
Thomas
I'm
had
taking
a
my
short
time
about
today, apparently.
How he got that to pair your coordinated art, glass, sip, and paint. That's still art. They said Thomas had a shark. I don't know how he got it. And Greta said, that's still art.
Yeah, those used to be fun. The Zoom parties. And then Joy and I, they were faking the internet being down.
They both of them standing still with the
We
ceiling
can
fan
see you
going in the
blinking.
background.
We can see you blinking.
Like, Joy, we know you still there.
The banana wood tape sold for millions, so the blank canvas is still art. Fair enough.
That's true. I know, sometimes I think like people sell like circles for millions of dollars and get into museums, and it's
Get out
like,
here, shots fired.
just do it. Go do the art you want to do. Post it. Somebody will buy it.
Yep.
I did. I can suddenly coordinate another one to pair up. Greta.
Yes.
Joy and Imani will be there for the cocktail hour.
What time are
Yeah,
we?
shout out Imani. Imani needs to come back.
How long you usually go?
On a good day, I think we hit about 90 minutes. That's the truth. But I'm down for whatever.
Somebody in here speaking French.
Hello.
Oh, that's cool.
But it's. Oh, I thought it was Joy.
Speaking French?
Yeah, it's Karen, Raquel, de si quiere, Raquel. Você tem bom. Good. I think she's saying it's a good job, and I hope and it is. We appreciate you.
How do you say thank you in French?
Gracias.
That's not it.
We don't know. Yeah, that's awesome. We reached the French people.
We've made it. If we reach anybody,
We're
we've
doing
made
next
it.
live in France.
Yeah, it's because they have the same like color as Joy. The letter in the.
Yeah, her little circle.
Yeah, so I thought it was her.
Yeah. You want to start in another book, or you done coloring it in?
No, I mean, I'm just following the flow. Just clean to the true version I got.
I did Google Translate. It says you have a bob. Good, you have.
You have
Nobody here has a bob.
A bob?
Yeah.
Like a haircut?
I'm not sure.
Okay, thank you.
Here you go. Okay.
I can't see.
You have a bob. Good, you have.
Yep.
Thanks.
Alright, we appreciate it.
Thanks, Bob.
Shout out to Bob. Shout out to Bob. What if you start your Snoopy one?
Little Snoopy?
Yeah. I'm gonna make
Oh,
this one
It says possibly referring to a person's name. Thanks.
Bob is their name, Bob. Are they referring to Bob?
It's Portuguese, apparently.
Oh.
I don't know. It's okay. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Oy, bon, cheese eggs, and well, grapes. Ain't no way that's funny. What is it?
I don't know. You're just shouting out random words.
Sorry,
Oi, oi.
I said that.
Bon, bon.
Well, French and Portuguese aren't that far apart.
Yeah, we're 55 followers on the TikTok.
What is she laughing about?
Y'all know I can't breathe right now. Tapera.
So what do people, I mean, I see everybody going live all the time. What other platforms and things that people are doing on their lives? Do you guys go to other people's lives too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on TikTok we try to go and visit the community.
So the same way, like how we have our YouTube session, people do the same thing, or they might just be recording their lives. Like live just means you get to watch them do whatever they're doing in their niche, their little group. But you can do it on all the platforms at this point, I think.
You know who didn't come?
Ooh,
Make it pretty.
I know. But we visited her. She did a great job on her live. We shout her out.
She was here last time?
Yeah.
Yeah. She was going crazy in the
Make
chat.
it pretty. Yeah. And brought all her friends. That was
Yeah.
awesome. So I think it was Sunday or Saturday. She had a
I think
live.
maybe Sunday. I think when we do surprise live, people like them.
Yeah.
How often do you guys go live?
Once a week. Every Thursday.
Every Thursday. And then every once in a while we'll just pick a random like weekend. Saturday, Sunday, and just jump on and color and see, just to add some difference,
Yeah.
razzle dazzle into the mix. So, yeah. I got Sky to do.
Do they
And a clown.
teach technique to pair?
Who?
Like how to create a particular look? Yeah.
Like the rest of the coloring people?
Or are there other resources and tools like, can you go on YouTube and pick up tips and tricks?
Yeah, there's plenty of people doing tutorials, and like I've learned, well, Instagram is getting more integrated with AI. So if you like type in like brick tutorial and you want to do a brick wall, then it'll pull up a bunch of them for you. And I got this really cool product from Pixel Art. I'll tag her below, but she created this plastic like palette creator, and so that it just makes everything look nice and neat and organized. I'm gonna see if I can find it like this. So it's a stencil, and you like trace, and then you can create something inside and keep up with the name and whatever. And so a lot of people draw by hand or have to pay for a book, but she sells like just the stencil, which I thought was really cool. And so she gifted that to me.
To pair it on their lives. Do they do like particular stuff in their lives?
That's you, TikTok queen.
They just color. They just color like we're doing, and then they get stickers. And sometimes, depending on like how you like and comment and stuff, and they'll like give you a sticker. And the way they give it to you is just like put your handle on the back of the sticker, and then they do raffles. Pretty, basic, regular. So we're trying to think of different ways that we can incorporate like this random stuff. If you notice, sometimes we have a wiener dog here. Today he's not. We started doing sticky notes.
Sticky notes of goals. That worked.
Yeah.
Somebody asked for that.
And we might
so-
change it up. We might change it up when we find what we
Feeling
can change
kind
it
of
up
stuck.
to.
Feeling stuck. Dark black.
So what does success look like with this for you guys? Is it just building a community, getting to know people? What are you driving towards?
For me,
Yeah, let's start with-
success. Yeah, starting with me, I'll go first. I don't know. I think the thought of reaching a bunch of people from places that I don't live is a part of the success that I want to achieve. But I also want my brand to be one that people can come to for like reviews or helping smaller creators get big. And so right now I've been working with a bunch of different smaller creators to try to make sure that they're getting the exposure that those bigger ones get naturally. So like reviewing their books or posting or making videos for them or about them. I haven't made any videos for anybody. Editing is hard. But providing exposure, I think, is my long-term goal with this whole thing. But also to get paid to color. That keep that in the main thing, right? But yeah, that would be awesome. It's like you color and you get paid and you have an art job, like that would be cool to do and have. Yeah.
Are there any niches out there that you've seen as far as people who've made a career out of color?
Typically they have books, but there are like other people that do shorts or like the aesthetic, cute coloring type of stuff on Instagram that are pretty big with large followings. So I know that it's a possibility. It just takes time. Those people that I have been watching have been obviously on much longer than me, but it just takes one or two videos to
Crack the ends open.
yeah. So just keep going, keep posting, keep making friends, meeting people, sharing, helping others as you're climbing. Like that's the goal.
Yeah, you were talking earlier about the podcast. I think we had gotten up to one episode was somewhere like 3,500 views on it, which was cool. But I think what impressed me more was getting the report that you had hit 12 different countries.
Yeah.
So realizing that people beyond just your normal borders were chiming in and tuning in.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if it's people that you know that were traveling and just
happen to bring it with you.
But I didn't even care. I was like, all right, I'll take it.
Yeah. I think that also is the fun part, is like figuring out what people like but also keeping true to your own style and things. And so like moving from my desk, which we're gonna get back to. I'm gonna get my desk sooner rather than later. But moving from my desk to this like granite countertop has made like such a difference apparently to people. And so we hit like 26K views on like me coloring like a stack of pancakes, I think it was. And I was like, this is so stupid. Or the fried chicken one is like,
You just don't know what resonates.
yeah, you never really know what people are like. Oh yeah, that's what we want to watch. So
You guys should invite some of your old students, have a coloring party with them.
yeah, they gotta graduate. Still too young as a 6th grade teacher. Not yet. But,
Coming soon though.
yeah, I think we have a set. One set's graduating this year, the first group.
Of 8th
For
grade.
you?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my seniors.
Yeah.
That was the sign.
That was the sign. You do the same sign.
Well, we're all on the same page then.
The same sign.
You do the same sign too,
Yeah.
man.
We all got the same tail.
Yeah.
Yeah. The chat has quieted down.
I said, Tapira said, I love the students. Greta said, I heard my name. I stepped away. Tapira's laughing now.
Do you have another question in your repertoire?
Yes. If you could relive one day in your life, which would it be and why?
I could you talk, that's for me?
Yes, sir. These are all for you.
If I could relive one day in my life.
What would it be and why?
Honestly, and it's probably a lot more that will fall into, I think one of the best or most fun days ever
What is it what he says?
was my niece Tana's wedding reception.
Tana's wedding reception. Good party, Tana. Tan.
It was literally,
Tana. Sorry.
it was literally the best party I'd ever gone to. But just seeing so many people from so many walks of life and such different ages having a ball was just awesome. Her wife, I mean her husband, family being there and being able to celebrate from their native country in their manner and just wide open, having fun. My wife losing her mind. I think the open bar went too far, but her having the time of her life, and then everybody just enjoying themselves all for her fun. It was just really cool. One of those things that, yeah, I really wish this didn't have to end. It was one of those types of events.
The chat's cutting up. They said it was real lit to pair. Greta, yes. To Tana and Chris. To pair reminds me. Let me check on them. Lord. That's cool. A wedding, yeah. How was your cake? That's
I
the
don't
real.
even remember eating cake.
I didn't even know they had a cake.
No.
I feel like there was so much left over because I think they had to take it back to where we were staying.
Yeah.
There was so much cake, but there were we had so much dinner and it was like family style, so it was just like a lot of food, but it was good. It was a good time.
I ate cake, and how was it to pair?
I think
What
I
about
cake
you?
the
What would
next
you
day.
relive?
What day would I relive
And why?
and why? What day would I relive and why?
Cake sounds good right now.
Cake? Yeah. What day would I relive?
I don't remember.
I literally
So, Farrah.
can't tell you. What?
Now, was that helpful? She said I had cake. I ate cake, and then she said I don't remember.
What day would I relive?
Relive.
I think all of our wedding receptions were
I've only been alive for
I was going to say,
Been around
because
for a
ours was crazy.
Yeah, they apparently had the party of the
Well,
century.
we made the mistake and had a champagne fountain, and everybody to our age, Tana age, we should have been arrested because all the kids were drunk. Just
having a good time.
because they just run around with their cups and stick it under their fountain, and nobody knew that the kids were drinking during the process. So, yeah, that was a tad bit irresponsible, but
Oversight.
it turned out okay.
Watch us, kids. Greta said, "I would relive going to Hawaii or Cabo or the next trip?" Question mark.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know.
Next
I
trip.
don't know if we can get Nigel on the Cabo trip again. After Imani,
City.
I was gonna say after Imani got sick.
It was the 90s. To Paris said.
Yeah, our cruise together was good.
Yeah, that was funny.
And I still think the old people,
Next trip.
trip to New York was a blast. When we left all the kids
Didn't
behind.
get to go on that one.
Michelle Johnson wants to go on the next trip.
She's on the next trip?
Yeah.
Gonna be Safari, girl.
Are y'all going?
Nah, we haven't planned anything. We gotta get in the house first.
Right, I thought y'all were home, and Ayana was like, they're in. I don't know where.
Always on the move.
Like, dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
What day would you relive? Did you
I
say?
don't have one. No,
What day would I relive?
I couldn't think of one.
Me either.
What does a fulfilled life look like to you, Mr. Johnson, and then Mrs. Junior Johnson?
I'm Mrs. Junior Johnson.
A fulfilled life?
Yeah, what does a fulfilled life look like to you?
I'm a firm believer that the only things worth collecting in life are experiences and relationships.
Yeah.
And so for me, a fulfilled life is having really good friends, really good family relationships, and experiencing a lot of cool things in life that you guys can reminisce about, laugh about, and just be able to enjoy each other's company. I honestly, you learn that money and titles really don't bring the fulfillment. And everything else, you can buy the shoes or the purse or all those things, but I don't know if the purse does it, but the stuff that I buy really doesn't offer the fulfillment that a weekend sitting around just laughing and eating nonstop and laughing a little bit more. To me, that you can't top that. So if I'm able to have that, then I will consider myself fortunate in winning.
Yeah. Do you feel like that's true for you now because like you know what it feels like to have?
Well, I think that's an interesting question. I don't know what it feels like not to have. So you know, our great grandmother, lived to her late 90s, and we would have cookouts at the house, and she 80 years old and still drinking her Miller High Life ponies and smoking her cigarettes.
What?
And she just enjoying life, so family has always been together in that manner, and you have your craziness that comes and goes, but you still come back as family. So I don't know how to do it any other way, and I don't think I would care to figure it out either any other way.
Did you guys want kids?
Oh, yeah, how you
Hello?
Chat? Where you go with that one?
Depends on how they answer this one.
I'm just asking, like, was it one of those things that you just kind of had to figure it out as you went because it happened, or did you plan it?
I think, surprisingly, everything, well...
Greta said no. Nobody wants them. They show up.
Sometimes, don't joke facts. Yeah, I mean...
So can't chaperone the cousins.
Yeah, by the time we got married, we were in a totally different position and had professional jobs, and so everything was falling into order. But I had my first kid at 21, a year out of college, and so that was a process to have to go through in and of itself, which forced me to mature a lot faster. So by the time she came around, it was, we understand what we're doing and we know how to play in the space. So I think we were confident, but you're never really prepared. I mean, with all the stuff that you have to learn and go through, and traveling down the highway and got to jump off the HOV express lane because somebody or bathroom.
We always have to go to the bathroom.
Tapera said, we still need a cousin trip, lol, with Sol as a chaperone, lol.
Yeah, that was fun. I wish I was old enough to.
The only bad thing that happened there was Nigel lost his phone.
That is a day I would want to relive.
Somebody said, I think after Jamaica, Sol can't chaperone the cousins, and Rico can't captain any boat trips.
Yeah, but think about who else would you have had that much fun with?
Everybody was where they were supposed to be that day.
Except for those on the bus.
Trapped on the bus.
Greta said we love them once they're here.
Kids?
I don't know. Oh
For
yeah,
children, yeah.
maybe. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool because we not only have, in my opinion, fantastic kids, but we have just as strong bonds with our nieces and nephews as we do with our kids. So it's like all of us are parenting, you know, a village.
Yeah, it does take a village. Greta said, no, we are on a beach with a bunch of rocks. We're not where we supposed to be that day.
That's fair, G-Money. Y'all were not where you were supposed to be.
Yeah.
That,
Well, when Gilligan and Mary Ann came back, Rico and Io, because then they got capsized in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean and had to get saved by the skipper. Those are the types of stories I'm talking about.
you got another question?
No.
That's fair.
That's it. Thank you.
Push the button. The two of them are gonna be best friends.
What's a weird food combination you secretly love?
I don't eat weird.
Fish and cheese.
Fish and cheese? That doesn't sound weird though.
No?
No, cause mozzarella fish sticks, no? That's a thing?
No.
Fish stick, mozzarella fish sticks?
What?
No?
Fish and cheese usually don't go together, but like,
Mozzarella fish sticks.
like I love the fish sandwich from like McDonald's.
Oh, then you would love Whataburger.
Yeah,
You like Whataburger? You burger? You been there?
yeah. Nigel and them,
Oh my god. Kings is having a conference over on my job. I was trying to recruit all the out of towners to go get me gift cards to go get me Canes. We were like, we don't even know what Canes is.
I came across a pretty cool question yesterday that it said would be really good in an icebreaker situation. Like, what's the weirdest thing you ever found in your pocket?
The weirdest thing?
Yeah.
Well, I work with kids, so you would randomly just pick up stuff off of them.
Like a Lego maybe.
Yeah, it was like a little mini basketball, and I kept that with me for like
The
a
little
year.
poop we have?
The little poop. Oh yeah, there's a little poop emoji one that we have.
Yeah.
Been rocking with us for like 3 years now.
'Cause, you know, you have just random stuff that you have in your pocket that,
Receipts.
Paper clips. I guess it's not weird because we're teachers, but if it was somebody
Right,
else.
expos.
Yeah. It's called stealing, teacher, said Greta.
No, not when they're misusing it and it's willingly given to me. Now, if I keep it for several years, yes, I have stolen it. I'm just going back to the mozzarella fish sticks. What is that?
I don't know.
Where have you been?
I thought it was a thing.
That they have mozzarella.
Yeah.
some things you just like, oh, hang on.
Like, I mean, they have fillets. Why wouldn't they have fish sticks? Don't they have fish sticks? though?
They do have fish sticks. I guess because their shape's similar,
Maybe.
right?
I want to say yes.
Fish stick.
Yeah, okay, that sounds okay. That sounds unique. I guess like pineapple and pizza, people would say that's a weird combination.
Yeah.
It's not. I vouch.
Anchovies.
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't think I've ever had like a straight up anchovy, but I like Caesar dressing, so technically I've had
Not
an
with
anchovy,
him.
right?
Not with him. Right. Not Hawaiian whipping
If you've
cream.
had an authentic,
That
Yeah.
class we took, wasn't that real?
yeah, with the anchovies in it.
Yeah.
What about you, Jennifer?
Yeah, I think
Other than the mozzarella fish too.
I think maybe the pineapple, or I did try fries and ice cream once. I don't think I get it all the time, but I tried it. It was alright.
There's a lot of people that eat like their frosty, their fries with their frosty.
Yeah.
I don't get that.
What's the best fast food restaurant?
What are you talking about? Like fries or just food?
Food overall.
Whataburger.
A Texan to her core.
Whataburger.
Fast food?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can take a leave. I used to love Five Guys, but
They're not fast.
They're not fast.
I mean, Hardee's is a fast food, but they're not fast.
No, Five Guys is fast food because some of them have like drive-thrus.
Drive-thrus out here. I think that's so interesting. Is like in Texas, almost all the restaurants have fast food windows, and it's like, why? Let's go
Gotta go.
outside.
What? Church's chicken? Ooh. Ooh. Them dry biscuits? That's my jam.
Church's chicken.
Yes, sir.
I've never had a Popeyes chicken sandwich.
Oh, those are good. You need to try it. We
But
played a game with the chicken.
Spicy chicken sandwiches.
We tried different chicken sandwiches. Like we went and picked up a bunch from different restaurants and tried to guess which one was which.
Well, if you picked it up, how you gonna?
No, we
closed our eyes
blindfold.
and mixed it up.
Yes. Everybody picked up 3 different sandwiches.
Which one came out on top?
I think I
It was-
surprisingly like Popeyes the most. And then
Chick-fil-A.
I think you were Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Could you tell where they were from based on the texture?
Some
like
of them?
Chick-fil-A.
You
Yeah.
can smell and Whataburger too.
That there's ones that it's like I know that one by heart, but like we got one from like Arby's. And it was like
I
who's
hate
had
Arby's.
Arby's?
I think actually that might have been the highest because we were like,
What's your go-to restaurant? I know the Whataburger.
gotta be
Are there other restaurants?
Chipotle. Anything like that, Chipotle, Free Birds, Potbelly. Ooh, Potbelly.
She's
Sorry.
waiting for you to ask.
Like you got a little jazz.
We should have started.
This is where it goes. Yeah.
So if you walked away from the table and went to the restaurant, and the waiter came by,
Chili's.
what's the dish that everybody would know to order for you? Like some people are fish and chips.
Oh. What am I? You know. I hope you know.
A burger?
No. Steak and potato.
Oh.
Mashed potato.
Are you talking from Chili's specifically?
Just in general, like if we went to a restaurant, I'll always either get a steak or some pasta. It depends. Cause
This is a new human being in front of me.
no, you're right. I'll get burgers.
It's literally everywhere. Like Nigel 2.0 is burgers and pizza.
Okay, Miss chicken strips
Yes,
and pizza.
consistent.
And they still doing the chicken strip.
Yeah,
Heavy.
heavy on it.
Heavy on chicken strips. Tapera said Popeye's honey barbecue wings. And then she
Popeyes
said
has wings?
I'm gonna
Arby's.
tell you, I made a mistake. We tried them Popeyes wings. Boy, we were just about to fight each other.
They were
They
good?
were awful.
Oh.
It wasn't just hot.
Oh,
They were just spicy.
spicy.
Arby's rotisserie chicken. I love Potbelly sandwiches. I'm saying.
Pop belly,
Popeye's
yeah.
wings are so hot. How do you eat it not to know how good they are? Order my kookaburra wings.
Kookaburra wings.
Outback. I actually want to go to Outback. I've never been.
Well, you would love this family right here, boy. Let me tell you something.
I don't know the last time I got an Outback.
Every
Father's Day.
boy holiday. My dad.
Stick with the air fried chicken wings, said Greta.
G Money been with the air
You
fryer.
remember Greta when we gave Greta that rotisserie chicken maker?
What?
And you would have thought she was Boston Market.
Y'all must have had the ghost pepper wings.
Man, we had just straight, I think garlic parm, but it was like dipped in lava.
Lava is crazy. Wingstop was top runner for a long time, and so was King.
Man, I can't stand
Can I
it.
see? Wingstop?
Yeah.
That they put one across the street. They've changed their fries, so it's been disappointing. But
Yeah.
we're gonna have to start going back up the street.
Back up the
Isn't the
street.
chisel tip better than the fine tip?
Nah.
No,
Uh-uh.
I'm team chisel
It
tip.
makes me, it gives me the feel that it's not clean. Because I don't want brush strokes.
Yeah.
So I want mine consistent all the way across. So every time I stop, I see the
We'll go smooth. Like try one
I mean,
on the thick side.
it paints all across like that. That'll look crazy.
Bob Ross.
Bob said.
Bob Ross.
Greta said, talk about your own family, Yana. We are the team Outback.
Right.
Then she
Team
said, I
Outback.
love garlic parm.
I know.
Tapera said,
I know when Joy introduced me to the chicken minis at Chick-fil-A.
Chicken minis.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I thought that was the best thing that God has ever created for the chicken minis.
oh,
We like those.
we don't go there no more. We've been strong, y'all. And we haven't been to the other either.
Every week it's like, do you want to go? Do you want to go? No, we're gonna stick to it.
Tapera said, oh my God, I miss Boston Market. And Greta said,
Same.
have those at the housewarming, coloring, and cocktail party. Tapera said,
It's focused.
that was my 5-star dining place living in Delaware.
Boston Market.
I guess so.
Boston Market was the spot.
Yeah.
Y'all remember Perkins? Perkins?
Yep. We just got a Perkins next to a restaurant in
Where?
in Memphis. Where was it? Spokane.
Michelle Johnson said, no, they were barbecued. We had to toss them. They were so hot. I have Outback gift card I need to use now, Tapera said. I love that, y'all. Yeah.
Can y'all see it? What's it looking like?
Well, ladies, this has been a Stone Cold Blast.
Liana, you cannot follow me on Instagram. Okay? Love you, but no.
I'm glad you enjoyed yourself.
Yeah, I mean, back up something, that you really felt like you no longer had time for. You give up coloring and
Right, your
just
video
take your time.
games and all the fun things you used to do as a kid. And I think that's the good thing about, I guess I would say my generation is like, I feel like that
My generation.
they're trying to be much more intentional of like not giving up being kids, you know? And so some people might think that's a bad thing, but we got things that we enjoy. Thank you for coming.
Camera over
Yeah,
there.
I'm gonna record her. All right, guys, we love you. Have a great night.
appreciate the love and support and all the comments. Thank you guys for hanging in there.
Yeah, hopefully one of you guys wins the
giveaway.
raffle. Then we get the raffle.
Right. Whisper that. All right, guys, we love you.
Good night.
Bye.
We love y'all. Bye.